Your name?
Junior Blair?
And are you a detective inspector of police?
Yes, I'm Detective Inspector of Police.
And your regimental number is 19269?
Yes, ma'am.
You gave a statement in this matter
Yes, ma'am.
and you signed it.
Yes, ma'am.
If you see it, will you be able to recognize it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask that the document be placed in your hand. Is that
Yes,
your
ma'am.
statement?
Yes, ma'am. I do recognize my signature.
Thank you. I'm going to ask that this be admitted as JB1, 3 copies for the commissioners. Officer, are you currently based at the Criminal Investigations Department at the headquarters of the Guyana Police Force?
Yes, ma'am.
And which unit are you attached to?
I'm attached to the Forensic Video Analysis Unit.
Were you so attached in March of 2020?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And briefly, can you tell me what your responsibilities include and included then?
My responsibilities include the extraction, analyzing, and presenting of video evidence from digital video recorders, which is DVRs, and cellular phones.
And before you were assigned to this unit, I take it you received training?
Yes, ma'am. I was trained both locally and overseas. I was trained by JES, which is Justice Education Society, to extract, analyze, and present video evidence. I was also trained by CFAD, Center in Ministerial Deformation Anti-Drug. It's a center to analyze cellular phones.
Where is JES and CFAD located respectively?
JES is a Canadian-based company, and they would have come together and did that training, while CFAD is from Martinique, if I'm correct. They are based in Martinique, but some of the training was done in Suriname while some was done in Guyana.
And how many years of experience you had in this area?
Over 6 years, please, ma'am.
Now, do you recall the 6th of March 2020?
Yes, ma'am, I do recall that.
And did you, on that day, receive an object from Police Corporal Doris?
Yes, ma'am. I did receive the object from Mr. Doris.
And what did that object look like?
It appears to be like a desk clock. It was like black in color. The top and the front appeared, it had like glass, like glass, while the rest of the object was black in color. The glass has a dark color too.
Okay.
But the plastic part of it was black.
Now, which
Sorry, what did you call it?
desk
Appeared to
clock?
be a
It
desk clock.
appears
Desk clock.
to be a desk clock.
Yes.
But did it function?
No, sir. It wasn't
You
functioning.
couldn't tell the time.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes.
Commissioners, you will bear with me. I have to work with the schedules of these officers.
Yes.
So, so Corporal Doris had been attached to which department?
He was attached to the Crime Laboratory Department, which is also a department at CID headquarters.
When Corporal Doris handed this to you, he told you that it was thought to be a video recording device,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And he made an informal request of you to inspect the object.
Right, to give it a check and see if there's anything.
Now, when he gave you this object, was it in a foam or styrofoam cup?
No, ma'am, it was by itself. Wasn't in any holding device or anything like that.
And was it connected, well, did it have batteries in it?
No, ma'am.
Did it have an electrical cord?
No power cable, no, ma'am.
And about how long was it?
It was about like 3 inches in length and about like 2 inches in width.
Sure. Did he tell you whether prints had been taken of this object?
No, ma'am, we didn't discuss that.
Alright. Now, did you open the object?
No, ma'am.
And did you make any other observations about it?
Through the glass, which is the front, it appears what looks like a camera lens. I wasn't
What
sure.
looks like a?
A camera lens, like a round, shiny looking
Yes.
crystal object. But I wasn't sure as to what it was.
Okay. And did you make any formal records with respect, one, to the request made of you by Officer Doris?
No, ma'am, I didn't document.
And did you make any formal record of your observations?
No, ma'am. I just related to him that I'm not getting anywhere with this. This doesn't work. And
Sure. And the reason you didn't make any record was because it was a request for a formal inspection,
Yeah,
an
just-
informal inspection.
Just check this thing, see if there is anything coming from it, or if it has anything of merit.
And is it correct that you don't know where he had got it from?
No, he didn't indicate. We didn't discuss where it came.
Yeah.
Keep that.
Just one question.
Yes, sir.
So the request was to see if it was a recording device.
Device, correct, sir.
And you said you saw something like a camera that looked like.
Yeah,
So then my question is, why didn't you open it to see if it was it?
the thing is that I've never seen a device like that before, so I didn't want to venture too much. Take into consideration, I don't know exactly what it was, and it doesn't appear as a regular video recorder to me, as a regular recording device, so I didn't. It wasn't coming on, it wasn't powering up, so I didn't venture for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Showtime, I'm a little troubled as to why this witness came to engage our time and attention.
Well, as I indicated, Commissioner, I think the relevance will come from the next witness we have.
Connected.
I had to call this witness first because his police station, I understand, is in the
Yes, you did
process of
explain.
being relocated.
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
You did.
Okay, may we have Officer Beard? Might he be sworn?
Mr. Elson, there. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do swear.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Officer.
Good.
Will you state your name for the record, please?
I'm Elston Beard.
And you are a Deputy Superintendent of Police in the Guyana Police Force.
Yes, ma'am.
And you gave a statement.
Yes, ma'am.
You signed that statement.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you see it again, will you be able to identify it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking that a document be shown to you. Is that the statement which you gave?
Yes, ma'am.
Might this be admitted as EB1? And there are 3 copies there for the commissioners. Can you tell me where you are currently stationed?
I'm stationed at the Office of Professional Responsibility in Greater Georgetown.
And what are your responsibilities there?
I'm the officer in charge of the department. I'm responsible for investigating complaints made against police officers in general matters.
On November 25th, 2022, did you receive a request from the Commissioner of Police?
Yes, ma'am.
And he showed you a summons from this commission?
Yes, ma'am.
And from your understanding, you were asked to produce certain records
Yes.
to this commission?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you then do certain investigations?
Yes, ma'am.
And you prepared a file?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, some of the records you had been asked to produce were supposed to have been lodged at the Brickdam police station.
Yes, ma'am.
And were you able to locate those records?
No, ma'am.
Can you tell me why?
According to information I received from Assistant Superintendent Blair McGregor, that the building was destroyed on the 2nd of October, 2021, hence those records were also destroyed.
And you then visited the Criminal Investigations Department
Yes, ma'am.
and you found some entries made by a police corporal Davis.
Doris, ma'am.
Doris, I beg your pardon, Doris.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have provided copies of those entries for us.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask that you have a look at 2 pages of a document.
Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Are those the entries which you understood were made by Corporal Doris
Yes, ma'am.
and which you produced to the commission?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking that these be admitted as EB2. Now, could the document be put in his hand, please? I want you to look at the second entry on the, I beg your pardon. On the last entry of the first page which you provided in manuscript, you see there?
Last entry. Yes, ma'am.
Right. So I'm going to read it out into the record and you will tell me if what I'm seeing here is correct. Acting on instructions given by Senior Superintendent Kingston, can't see what's inserted at the top. ASP,
Acting Crime Chief.
Acting Crime Chief,
Yes, ma'am.
ASP Ned, what's the next word?
Sergeant Grisandi. It's not review. Sergeant being written in short form. Sergeant Grisandi.
No, no, are we looking at the same page? Appendix A is at the top. Look at this.
ASP Ned, that's
Mm-hmm.
Inspector Dial, Corporal Doris.
Corporal Doris,
Yes, ma'am.
Corporal Fox,
Yes, ma'am. Corporal Beckel.
Constable Campbell,
Yes, ma'am. Constable Walters.
and Constable Sam.
Sam.
Now on the side there we see Ashman's building in brackets.
Yes, ma'am.
Went to GCOM office at High and Hadfield Street, Georgetown. See that?
Yes, ma'am.
Assistant Commissioner E. Thomas
Yes, ma'am.
then informed occupants of the building that Guyana police force received information of a bomb threat.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, part of the page is cut off. So let's go to the next page. Starts with the word building.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what that first line says? What is continuing there?
In reply,
Mm-hmm.
several persons who were in the building, including opposition presidential candidate,
Mm-hmm.
refused to leave and stated, "We are not leaving. We prefer to death." As such, no search was conducted. However, all the technicians remain at the scene.
Now, during the course of your investigations, this was the entry you found in relation to a bomb scare at Ashman's building.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is an entry that the technicians went to the building and left, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that was for the 5th of March 2020.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's go down to the next entry which you found. Acting on information received from Senior Superintendent Kingston, Acting Crime Chief, on the 6th of March 2020,
Yes, ma'am.
about 15 hours, that would be about 3:15 in the afternoon,
Yes, ma'am.
ASP Ned, Sergeant Gravesandi, Sergeant Williams, and Corporal Doris went to GCOM Command Center at High and Hadfield Street, Georgetown.
Yes, ma'am.
On arrival, they met Senior Superintendent Budram, Superintendent Stanton, ASP Caesar, and ASP Tappan.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, Roxanne Myers. I don't
Yes,
know.
ma'am. The FN is being identified as abbreviation for female Negro.
Okay. Age 67, a Deputy Chief Election Officer of Lot 3292,
Yes, ma'am.
South Rumvelt Park. She then took the ranks into the building and showed them a white foam cup. Examination in the cup revealed a suspected video recorder.
Yes, ma'am.
The said cup, suspected recorder,
Yes, ma'am.
and the,
Inner section of the building.
was photographed.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, you then collected statements from police officers, and in particular, you collected statements from Detective Corporal Andel Doris 1918182,
Yes, ma'am.
whose name is mentioned in this entry, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also collected a statement from Woman Special Constable Walters 15664
Yes,
during
ma'am.
the course of your investigations.
Yes, ma'am.
And you also collected a statement from Woman AS Assistant Superintendent Laureen Blair McGregor.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, these officers had been called out on the 5th of March 2020 because of a bomb scare, correct?
Except Blair McGregor.
Except,
Blair McGregor.
oh yes, so it was Walters and Doris
Yes.
and Officer Baird, Junior Baird, who were called out for the bomb threat? No.
Junior Beard wasn't called out.
Okay. So these two were called out on the 5th of March, but they didn't go into the building and didn't investigate anything inside the building.
According to the entry.
Yes. And the entry shows that they were called back on the 6th of March, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
And they were shown a foam cup with an object inside it,
Yes, ma'am.
right? And the information pertaining to this investigation into the bomb scare is what you were able to collect for the commission,
Yes, ma'am.
together with the record of the notes taken by Officer Doris.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask that you be shown what you got during the course of your investigation for the commission. Are those the statements you took?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking that these be admitted as a bundle as EB3, please. I have 3 copies for the commissioners. So from your investigations, to the best of your information, there was no bomb at Ashman's building on the 5th of March 2020, correct? From what you have seen from the documents provided.
Correct.
And there was no bomb on the 6th of March either.
Correct.
I thought you said that because people refused to leave the building, it wasn't searched.
On the
By the
5th.
technical team,
On the 5th, according to the entry. Yes, sir.
on the 5th,
On the 5th, yes, sir.
which was when you got reports of the bomb scare.
Yes, sir.
Then on the 6th, you did another search. That's when you went in and looked at the clock, the thing, the object in the white.
Yes, according to the entry, that was done on the 6th. Yes,
But
sir.
you were taken, the team was taken directly into that room and shown the object in the phone cup.
Yes, sir, according to
They
the
didn't necessarily search the other parts.
According to the entry. Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, Commissioner. I just wanted to indicate that this officer just collected
Yes,
the
yes,
material. He
yes,
is not
yes.
part of that team.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Officer Beard, the entry for the 5th, the entry for the 5th, the note is that people refuse to remove from the building.
Yes, sir.
But the last note, the last entry is, however, all the technicians remained at the scene.
Yes, sir.
These technicians were police personnel.
Well, according to the entry, I would think it is the bomb. They were referring to the bomb team that were there.
The bomb
According to the
team.
entry, I think they were referring.
Now this was on the 5th.
Yes, sir.
Have you discovered any report that these technicians found or were shown a styrofoam cup with some device looking like a wall clock or some kind of a camera lens inserted in some box-shaped device?
No report other than the entry that was made by.
This is all you have?
That's all it is here. Yes, sir.
You're a senior police officer.
Yes, sir.
If someone was aware that there was a bomb in the building, you would expect that that would have been brought to the attention of the bomb expert team.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There's
Just want to find out, you said the technical team remain in the building.
According to the entry, yes, sir.
But you don't know one. Yeah, you don't know one.
We are.
Thank you very much, Mr. Diaz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're relieved.
My next witness is Deputy Superintendent Ronald Ali.
Mr. Ronald Ali, you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
So would you state your name for the record?
Ronald Ali.
And are you a Deputy Superintendent of Police in the Guyana Police Force?
Yes.
Did you sign a statement in this matter?
Yes, I did.
And if you say this statement you signed after verifying the contents, will you be able to identify it?
Yes.
Have a look at this document which is being placed in your hand. Is that your statement?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm asking that this be admitted as RA1. 3 copies for the commissioners. Would you state your regimental number?
2950.
And where are you currently attached?
Tactical Services Unit.
In March 2020, were you so attached?
Yes.
And what was your rank at that time?
Assistant Superintendent of Police.
Okay, you need to speak up a little bit, please.
Sorry.
Because you're tall, we need to have the microphone catch what you say. All right? Your unit was headed by whom in March 2020?
Deputy Superintendent Davis.
And your unit comprised how many ranks?
30 other ranks.
As a rank in the TSU, do you all carry arms?
Yes.
Do you recall the morning of the 5th of March 2022?
Yes.
And did you all go anywhere on the morning of the 5th of March 2022?
Yes. Breakdown Police Station.
Who sent you there?
Superintendent Nurse. He was OCTSU at the time.
Okay, that's an abbreviation for what? OC.
Officer in charge of the Tactical Services Unit.
Thank
He
you.
said- Sorry, he sent you where?
Breakdown Police Station.
To break down.
Breakdown.
Yeah.
And on the afternoon of the 5th of March 2020, did DSP Davis receive a phone call?
Yes, he did.
And he then spoke to you?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
He told me that the unit have to go to Ashman's building.
To do what?
To get the GCOM chairman out of the building because the building is being overrun by a lot of people.
Now, when you got there, well, did you all go there, first of all?
Yes, we did.
And yes. Now, in your testimony just now, you said on the morning of the 5th of March 2020, you went to 2022, you went to Bricktown Police Station. It's really 5th of March 2020 we're talking
2020.
about. Yes.
2020.
Sorry, so is that an error in
Yes.
a typographical
Okay.
error in your statement? So he said you all had to go to Ashman's building to get the chairman of GCOM out of the building. Now, when you arrived there, did you see any other ranks there?
Yes, there were the commander, Assistant Commissioner Thomas, along with Senior Superintendent as well as deputy, and there were other ranks around in the vicinity.
Did you see a bus with ranks?
Yes, there was also a bus with other ranks inside also.
Can you now recall if the DSP Davis spoke to either Mr. Thomas or Mr. Azor?
I cannot recall if he spoke to any one of them.
And on that occasion, where did you all go in Ashman's building?
We went through the entrance of the building and we went upstairs where there were a lot of people trying to force their way through a door.
Okay, pause. And you and the members of your unit were in uniform
Yes, we were.
and you were armed.
Yes.
So, can you recall whether any door locks were being broken by any of the people there?
I cannot recall such.
Did you eventually get to the chairman's office?
Yes, we did.
And what did you do?
There were a side door attached to the office. We made our way through that door and through the back exit of the Ashman's building.
Were you all successful in escorting her out of the building?
Yes, we were.
And when you got her out of the building, what became of her?
Well, she boarded our vehicle and went away, and we went back to the Tactical Services Unit.
Did any person or any rank from the Tactical Services Unit arrest anybody?
No.
When you returned to TSU, where's TSU's base?
Ivlery headquarters.
Ivlery headquarters, okay. So when you returned to TSU at Ivlery, did Superintendent Nurse give some more instructions?
Yes.
To whom?
To Deputy Superintendent Davis.
And this was done in your presence?
Yes.
And what did he say to DSP Davis?
He told him the unit has to go back to Ashman's building. To clear the building, everyone needs to come out, and the building needs to be secured under locks and keys.
And did he say anything in relation to the commander?
He said someone was trying to get the commander, but he wasn't answering his phone.
Were you aware at the time that the commander was on a special WhatsApp group with other senior police officers?
No, I wasn't.
Did you all go back to Ashman's building?
Yes, we did.
And can you remember around what time that was?
It was almost dark. The place was already getting dark when we got there.
Mm-hmm. And was DSP Davis still leading the unit?
Yes, he was.
Did you see the commander there?
Yes, Mr. Thomas was there.
And was there any dialogue between DSP Davis and the commander?
Yes.
Did you see a GCOM commissioner there?
Yes.
And which one was that?
Mr. Sayes Garage, he was there.
And was he speaking to the commander?
Yes, he was.
When you all went back to Ashman's building, at this time, you say around dark, did you go to a particular area?
Well, we were told to clear the whole building, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, were there many people in the building?
No, there weren't a lot of people around.
And was any GCOM official there?
They were. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Okay, so did you see Deputy CEO Myers there?
Yes, she was there.
And were there other GCOM employees there?
I can't say if they were employees of GCOM or party officials.
Okay, but you saw a small number of people in
Yes.
the building.
Yes.
And what was DCO Myers saying?
She was telling everyone to clear the building. Everyone needs to clear the building.
And did you all assist in the clearing of the building?
Yes, we did.
Were you told at this point by DCO Myers why you were being asked to clear the building?
No, it wasn't.
After you all cleared the building, did you go anywhere?
Yes, we went back to the tactical services unit.
These are my questions for this officer.
Can I just, what was the reason for going to the Brickham police station on the morning of the 5th of March?
Oh, there was a standby unit. Breakdown.
Breakdown. As a standby unit?
Yeah, like as a riot unit.
Okay. Secondly, I take it that, is it DSP Davis or Nurse was in charge of the unit?
No, Davis was in charge of the unit.
And he went with you on
Yes, he was in charge of the riot unit.
the riot unit?
Yes.
And you were, what, second in command?
I was
of the
his
unit?
deputy.
You were his deputy.
Yes.
And you said that when you cleared the building, who gave you instructions to clear the building?
Superintendent Norris told us to go back to Ashman's building to clear the building.
And you said when you went there, you met Miss Myers.
Yes.
You had any conversation with her?
No, sir.
Do you know whether the nurse had conversations?
No, sir, I can't say.
But you just cleared the building.
Yes, sir.
And you think you answered show that no one was arrested by any member of your unit.
Yes, sir.
Was there a level of any hostility when you all got to the unit, to the building?
In the first instance, there was. But when we went back the second time, there wasn't any.
So when you went the first time and there was that level of hostility, did you all do anything to any of the persons who were being hostile?
No, sir. Our instructions was just to get the chairman out of the building.
So you just went up, got to her office and escorted her out of the building?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Officer Ali, on your first visit with your squad to the Ashman's building, you went there for the specific purpose of getting the chairperson of GCOM out of the building. So you told us that you saw persons trying to force their way against the door.
Yes, sir.
Or through a doorway. To get to the chairman, did you have to go through that very door?
No, there were another door at the side. There are two doors to our office. So we went to the one at the side.
Was that door open?
Well, she had person in her office with her, so they had access from inside to open the door.
No, I asked you, was that door open?
No, sir.
It was not.
It was not.
You were leading the team,
Mr. Davis was leading.
but you were present
I was
with
present
him.
with him.
How did the door become open?
Someone from inside our office opened the door.
Just like that?
Because he was expecting us, I guess.
So, for an unknown reason to you, this door was open.
Yes, sir.
And what was the geography of the room? Can you tell us, describe when you went in, how the room was laid out? Was there an inner room in that room?
I can't recall, sir, to be honest.
You don't recall. But was the chairperson alone in that room?
No, she was with someone in her room. I don't know if it's a driver or staff.
She was with one person.
I can't recall if there were more than one or just one, but I know she was with someone else was with her in the room.
Okay. Now, did you receive instructions to go to Ashman's building to get the chairperson out of the building?
No, sir.
How did you come by that understanding that that was the purpose of your mission?
Mr. Davis, he was in charge, he received the instructions and he filtered the information to us as a unit.
That's on the first occasion.
Yes, sir.
Now, on the second visit, well, on the first visit, before I leave that, you were being guided by DSP Davis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're not aware, if at all a request is made, to go to get the chairperson out of the building, and by whom?
Can't recall. I'm not aware of that, sir.
You have no knowledge of any such people?
No, sir.
Okay. On the second visit, you were present along with DSP Davis and a superintendent nurse for the second visit to Ashman.
No, sir. Just me and Mr. Davis.
Sorry?
Superintendent nurse was at TSU.
Yes.
And me and Mr. Davis went back to the building along with other ranks.
Yes, but you said a superintendent nurse gave instructions. You heard those instructions.
Yes, when we when we went back to TSU,
Yes.
is at headquarters,
Yes.
is when he gave the instruction, so you have to go back to Ashman's.
These instructions came from Superintendent Nurse.
Yes, sir.
You were present.
Yes, sir.
What did you hear him say?
That we need to go back to Ashman's and clear the building. And the building needs to lock and keys. The building needs to shut.
So as far as you understand, for the second visit and for the purpose of clearing the building and securing the building, that is, locking it up, those instructions came from a superintendent of police nurse.
Yes, sir.
When you got to the GCOM building on the second occasion, you saw Ms. Roxanne Myers.
Yes, sir.
Did you know her before?
No, sir.
Did you know she was connected to GCOM?
Yes, following the news, yes, sir.
You recognize her from her appearance in the news?
Yes, sir.
TV news, I take it,
And newspaper.
and newspapers. But did she speak with you?
No, sir, she didn't.
Did she give you any instructions?
No, sir.
Okay, so you had no instructions from Ms. Myers.
No, sir.
Your instructions flowed from a superintendent of police,
Yes, sir.
whom you identify as Superintendent Nurse.
Yes, sir.
Is Superintendent Nurse still in the police force?
Yes, yes, sir.
Where is he stationed?
For Region 5. Region 5. West Boris.
Welda, Fort Wellington?
Fort Wellington.
Fort Wellington, okay. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ali, just in answer to Commissioner C, you said that when you went on the first occasion to escort the chairperson out, when you went to the room, was the door closed or was it open?
The door was closed, sir.
Did you have to knock or rap on that door for it to be open?
Yes, yes, sir. We did.
And then it was opened?
Yes, sir.
I heard you say something that somebody inside opened it.
Oh, well,
So you knocked on the door
Yes, sir.
and it was open.
yes, sir.
And you saw the chairperson and escorted out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So Officer Ali, you weren't exactly correct when, in answer to me, you said the door was open for an unknown reason, a reason unknown to you.
No, well, it was.
You actually knocked on the door to get it open.
Well, I didn't knock, but.
Sorry?
Someone else, I think Mr. Davis, is made aware of his presence and the door was open.
Sorry, repeat that, Mr. Davis?
Yes, because he's the one that got the instruction to go.
Yes, but when he got there, the door was locked.
The door was locked.
So what did he do?
I can't if he hit the door or he made it or let the people know inside that well.
How you would let the people know inside?
Oh, they could probably shout because they were.
You were there.
That's right.
Yes.
You don't recall what happened?
I know the door was closed, sir, when we got
I
there.
know the door was closed, but to get for the door to be opened is either, I think it would knock on the door
I can't
and
recall.
identify yourself.
I can't recall what Mr. Davis did to get the door open, but
But you didn't knock the door.
no, I didn't knock the door.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mr.
Deputy Superintendent Ali, for coming forward. Thank you. Commissioners, these are my witnesses for today.